To close out the year, I'm rewinding and bringing back the most popular and most listened to episodes of 2024. I'll be back with new episodes on Monday, January 6th. But in the meantime, here is today's Best of Rewind episode. Welcome to the Retirement Quick Tips Podcast. I'm your host, Ashley Michike, co-owner of True North Retirement Advisors, a fee-only fiduciary financial advisory practice managing over $400 million in client assets. This week on the podcast, I was going to talk about the worst Social Security mistakes to avoid. But I was just thrown a curveball this week. Well, it was a curveball I saw coming. I had some dental work done, and my jaw and teeth and everything is still in quite a bit of pain. So I was like, I'll push it out another day and see if I can record. There's just no way I'm going to get through recording an entire week's worth of episodes. So I will talk about that next week, the worst Social Security mistakes to avoid. So be sure to come back because I see these mistakes all the time. I'll talk about the myriad of problems of claiming too early, which is probably the biggest mistake that people make. I'll talk about how people can make a lot of mistakes because they don't understand how the spousal benefits apply to them. I'll talk about people who assume that Social Security is going bankrupt and they better get theirs while they can. I see this a lot, and it surprises me every time I see it because I don't think that that's a rational decision. So if that's you, be sure to listen to the episode where I talk about why that probably is an unlikely outcome that the checks are just going to stop. And then I'll talk about the earnings test, which applies when you're taking Social Security. You haven't yet reached your full retirement age and you're still working. In the meantime, because next week we're going to talk about Social Security, I want to offer you at least something this week. So if you go to TrueNorthRetirementAdvisors.com/SSI, which stands for Social Security Income. Actually, you could go to TrueNorthRA.com/SSI. That'll take you to the same place. What you'll do on this website is you'll fill out a confidential form. And on this form, you'll indicate things like whether you're married, what your birth month and year is. So I'm not even collecting like really super sensitive information like your actual date of birth. And then what your income is, your email address. Okay, what this does is if you fill this out, I will send you a Social Security comparison report. It will help you make a more informed decision about which age would be the best age for you in your particular situation to start Social Security. Should you start at full retirement age? Should you start at 70? If you're married, there's analysis looking at starting at different ages and with the intention of looking, okay, if you live to your life expectancy, what is the lifetime benefit that you'll collect from Social Security at each of these decision points, at each of these ages? And what age do you need to live to in order for strategy A to make sense and provide more income for you versus strategy B? Very helpful to see these side by side all on one page. It's very easy to kind of interpret and help you make a more informed decision about one of the most important things that you will decide in retirement, when to start Social Security. So again, head on over to TrueNorthRA.com/SSI, fill out that form, provide your correct email address. I will email you the report. It's confidential. I'm not selling your information. It is free and it can be really, really beneficial in helping you make a more informed decision. All right, that's it for today. Again, come on back next week. I'll start the deeper dive discussion on the worst Social Security mistakes to make, and I'll be back with new episodes talking about that on September 30th. All right, thank you so much for listening. My name is Ashley Michike, and this is the Retirement Quick Tips Podcast.